So originally I was going to be doing a hermit crab video, but instead I decided to do something all new for you guys and show you my crested gecko enclosure, which I have had for a while and have made mention of in some of my videos, but have never actually shown you. I was going to be using a tripod as well, but I decided holding the camera might allow me to get inside the enclosure a bit better. It's an Enclosure 18 by 18 by 12, which I like for a number of reasons. The doors, the lighting, and really the glass around. Really nice enclosure, and the minimum size for a single crested gecko. Now, I used all of the decorations that came in the enclosure, but suppose that I should get to the basic foundations for the enclosure before I move on to decor, which is a substrate of cocoa fiber, as I use with most of my enclosures, and the background foam that came with the enclosure. Sorry to go out of focus there for a minute. The decorations, I used everything, like I said, that came with the enclosure, which would be the suction cup plant over here, the suction cup plant in the back there, and the fern down here, which is a nice plant, and the thicker vine as well. The water dish also came with the enclosure, along with the hygrometer and thermometer. The food dish I usually place in this corner up here when he is eating his crested gecko diet. I bought this textured vine. So we actually have two vines in here that circle in this direction all around the enclosure. There's an intersection point up here, and then they both wrap together and go backward and down to the back right of the enclosure, which I really like. So there's a lot of places to climb, which is great for Mortimer, my crested gecko, considering he is arboreal, like all crested geckos, of course. In addition to the vine and the front suction cup plant here, I also bought an air plant that you see here at a reptile expo, and probably my favorite piece in the enclosure, this really nice piece of cork bark. There's also a half-log hide in the back here. I like to provide a hide for all of my animals. For lighting, I have the fixture in the back that came with the exoteric enclosure, and in the front a basking light, and I have 3 light bulbs that I actually rotate between the two fixtures depending on the season. Right now it is in its summer configuration. And Mortimer himself is somewhere in the back, behind the cork bark, kind of out of view of the camera, and trying to get through the glass on an angle is miserable anyway. So that is the enclosure, and I really do enjoy the Exoterra and the way I have it set up, so this is where lovely Mortimer, the crested gecko, lives.